I was able to look at Austin's, and Austin does do an exempt for special occasions and for bands for special city occasions. And I don't know how far in depth that goes. Like I said, you have to talk to Andy and see, but I think it can be with permits or exemptions of certain times.
Yeah.
It can
Right.
be done.
Well, I think for special things, there's a way, but I don't think we could say, okay, every weekend it's an allowable thing.
Well, it might be what we consider a special event. I mean,
Right, that qualifications to them
Right.
needed. But once, twice a month.
you know, I know some communities, they have a special event at least once or twice a month.
I know.
You know, so, I mean, I think we can work it some way if that's, you know, I mean, if that's what we want Glen Rose to be. We want to have special events twice.
Yeah, I think we really need to look at it, because if we're going to operate any other music venues and stuff, we have to.
And Barbara?
Yes, I think that we should be, not make it stricter than what the state is, and because we depend on these businesses for our downtown area, and we need to be more lenient, at least up to a certain time, say at least 11 on weekends. I live close to both of them, and it doesn't bother me.
And I will be truthful, I live up on the hill, so I do get music. Now, it does not bother me, but I have had people who complain that said their husband gets up so early, and that weekend's the only time, and I think 2 weekends ago, they couldn't even hear their television. So, I mean, I have had some, so I think it's something, though, that we need to look at and see what can be done on special, because we do think it's an important thing.
I do have a question though, in case we do change this. What's the minimum that you would be able to do a full band? What's the decimal rate? What do you?
I really think that a full band, you could probably operate, well, the Who plays at 110, which is like your drum busting, you can't live through it kind of concert music. So I'm thinking it would be in the low 90s. I don't think it's much above the state level. It's just depends on the band. I mean, you can certainly, and the Sheriff's Department's been very, very nice. I have nothing bad to say about them. They've been awesome. They told me they would come down there at the beginning of the night, like, because my next band, of course, is next weekend. So I'm faced with either I have to shut down completely because I lose $2,000 that weekend if I hire that band and I have to shut it down. So it makes more financial sense for me just to shut down my business. And so that's what I'm faced with, and relatively quickly if we can't figure out something pretty fast, because the Sheriff's Department did say they would come down there and work with the sound guy with the band and see if we could adjust it and hopefully get it to 85, but I just don't know if that can happen with drums. You know, we may have to eliminate drums. And it eliminates a lot of the atmosphere too. When you knock something down to 85, I mean, Brady did a great job this weekend. It was him and 2 other guys, but they were just playing guitars, and it's just not the same atmosphere as a full band. And it's not, like I said, that I rely on it all the time, but I do have to have it to survive, because I'm not a restaurant, and I rely on the sale of beer and people coming in to listen to music to make my money. And it's, I think it's something that, you know, it's really good for the downtown area. It's a great thing. I mean, last month alone, my alcohol taxes are 14%. I pay them monthly. Last month alone, I paid $1,500 just in alcohol tax, not sales tax. So it's a good source of tax revenue, and I think it's a good thing.